South Carolina, this ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. The spin, still on his feet. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarterback because he's so special. You better put some more speed on the field.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly. And the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, nobody's got him.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Golden Flashes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was
And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll fire to his right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Oh, left him grasping for air. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away.
Yeah, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
At the 35, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field, and it's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking for a man, it's Sanders. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buffs!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Horn. Touchdown, Buffaloes! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Buying some time as he moves left. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Colorado! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that, but here's the thing.
On second down.
Meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Looking downfield, it's Ulatowski. Gonna try to get it himself. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Golden Flashes look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffs. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some. And down he goes back at the 3.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Tried to get him a little.
No gain.
They're still suffocating in their own end. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 20, he's got space. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese 2 quarters down in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. A couple of teams looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Running it back, it's Horn. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Looking to scramble. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Steps away to find some room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! And the stomping has commenced. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, though.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Returner is brought down at the 39. And your Colorado Buffaloes will take over.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up and going deep. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Buffs. And the route is on.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Kent State, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good motion.
And the ball squirted out. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Wide out in motion. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. Bringing it back, it's Horn. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Makes a connection. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves them needing a yard here on 3rd down. And stampeding through the defense. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Trying to pound their way in. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. This is a money play. Third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And 3rd and inches, they go with the pass. I don't necessarily get it, but how about the pass rush, aggressively coming up the field, getting to the quarterback, stopping the play before it had a chance.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose in 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 20, he's got space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the golden flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The golden flashes are on the move. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
2nd down now after the sack. Pocket starts to collapse. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Coming after him. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Gutowski. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass.
He's going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Colorado. And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Wide receiver shows motion. On the move. Bounced off his feet.
We know this quarterback is dynamic with his running ability, and on the 2-point attempt, they tried to use his legs to get it in, but the defense was there to stop him short.
Kent State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. To the air, it's Gutowski. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll let it go down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Buffaloes! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They're trying to get to it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Gulatowski. Feeling some heat. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Frisco, Texas. It is great to have you with us as we have a couple of teams amped up and excited to go in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl to see who will leave here as Frisco Bowl champions. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Ohio State's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Running the option, it's Howard. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit, they were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the return, it's Hawkins. Touchdown, Florida! The special teams proving worthy of their name. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Running it back, it's Wilson.
The return brings it out to the 34. And the Florida offense will take over.
Florida's offense will go to work for the first time today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
It might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the...
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25.
The
Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. With jet sweep pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He'll try to do it himself. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On the move, it's Hawkins. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the